Good day. This is Cast Iron ASMR with Todd McFarlane comics in my pockets. I'm on location. We're going to be in the tree fort. Thanks for joining me. All right, I haven't been up here all winter, so there is some snow. But it's springtime now, so let's enjoy it. All right, I don't know how this is going to go, but let's see. Here we go. Will that work? Yeah, right on. Okay. The squirrels are out. And we're currently sitting at, well, we're not above zero yet, but we will be. So, yeah, I got my big pockets. And I got some comics. Let's take a look. They're in this side here, in this pocket. I'm going to take the Todd McFarlane comics from this pocket, and we're going to put them into this pocket. All right, let's see what we first got. Now, these are going to be earlier comics, not the Spidey comics, not the Spawn comics. I was a big fan of the Todd McFarlane. Oh, look at this. What do we got here? Daredevil. Now, that's not a Todd McFarlane cover, but he does the interior. But take a look at that cover. I think that's Mike Zeck doing that on the Daredevil. What I did when I first started collecting comics, I thought this Todd McFarlane artist was so great. I scoured through the price guides, looking down all the columns to find, maybe I should show you this, to find anything by artist Todd McFarlane. And I think his abbreviation was like TMC. Wait, does it make any sense? Yeah, it does. TM, Todd Mc. So let's just take a look. So if you've never seen this, this is Daredevil issue 241. And the interiors are art by great Canadian comic book artist Todd McFarlane. It's a Christmas one there, Santa Claus. That's good to know. Read this at Christmas time. And these earlier ones, well, I just went and grabbed these. I flipped through one of them, and I thought, wow, these are still pretty good. And the earlier ones where he doesn't write it, where you got to follow someone else's script, you know, you can't just have huge splash pages all the time. So I don't remember this. It's been forever since I took this out of the bag and board. That's right. It's being protected. Bag and board. Okay, so there's our first Todd McFarlane comic book. This came out in April 1987 is the date on there. So let's put that back. Yes, so we're going to put that into this pocket, like so. All right, Todd McFarlane comic book number 2. Oh, it's G.I. Joe. Yes, he did a single issue of G.I. Joe. Same with that Daredevil. I believe he only ever did the one issue. Now, this is not a Todd McFarlane cover, but he does the interiors. This is issue number 60. And this cover, I think, is Mike Zeck, too, actually. It's just got the Z and the Junior. So I think that's him. I'll show you the interior. So if you've never seen that, we'll confirm it is Todd McFarlane. This, too, is from 87, June 87. Oh, what do we got here? Pencils by Todd McFarlane. Can you tell by that page? Yeah, maybe. Let's go to a page that you can always tell by the faces. Such. It's kind of cool. I like this era of comics and the coloring style and the paper. It's cool. Yeah, being someone at this time, like say 87, I wasn't buying superhero comics. No floppies for me. Maybe some Archie Digest, but Mad Balls. So it was neat to see these cartoons being portrayed in comic form. Well, actually, at one point, I had a friend, and he was telling me, "Oh, I buy comics," but he wasn't like the closest friend because he didn't live near me, like a school friend, elementary school. And he was telling me about G.I. Joe comics because, like, when G.I. Joe was on, and everybody loved the G.I. Joe cartoon, but he said, "Oh, the comics are even better." And at one point, maybe in 87, actually, I don't know, I have to find it. But I went to the local 7-Eleven and I bought a G.I. Joe comic. I thought, oh, maybe I'll get them. But it was $1.25 Canadian. A lot of money. And the comic didn't satisfy. Didn't seem worth it. Maybe if it was that one, I would have started my comic collecting journey a few years earlier. All right. Comic. Next comic. Oh, we got a bunch of DC superheroes here. Because it's Todd McFarlane doing is this the first cover that he's done? Yes. It is Invasion. This was like a big DC event. I only have this one. I think there was 3. I think Todd did maybe the first 2. We've got the Martian Manhunter, Wonder Woman. Who's that guy? And Firestorm, I think. I don't know who this guy was. Starman. This one's really thick, and actually, I'm not sure. I haven't opened this in forever, but I think this one's signed. I've never asked somebody to sign a comic book, but I bought this at a convention, my first ever convention. And let me see, it's been so long. I think Todd McFarlane signed it with ballpoint pen. Oh, wait. Not Todd McFarlane. Who's this guy? K. Maybe it's the writer. Keith Griffin? Plots and breakdown. Oh. What? Pencils chapter. Maybe not all the pages. Maybe it's like only certain pages. Oh yeah, look at this. We got a big splash page. Todd McFarlane drawing Superman. This is before Spawn. But check out Superman, Spawn, like cape. So I thought this was pretty cool. Just the art. Anyway. Yeah. Some kind of neat pages there. Stuff you didn't normally do, I guess. Okay, so that's Todd McFarlane on Invasion Book 2. Signed by some guy. But I do have a Todd McFarlane signature, if in fact it was Todd McFarlane who signed it. Let's see. Okay. Next comic book. Todd McFarlane comic. Here it is. Infinity Incorporated? Is that what it's called? Yeah. Infinity Inc. I knew about, so I knew the comic books to look for that Todd McFarlane worked on before Spider-Man. But like say, I never saw this one in the comic book store until I got this at comic convention. I don't know if this is the original bag and board, but maybe it is. It's $6. And maybe, did I pay $6 for this? That seems unlikely. Because I was buying like more the hot Spider-Man comics at the time. This was right when I started, and they were like maybe like priced at $2.50, like $1 above. Oh yeah, let's see if this one's signed. There's just his signature on the cover. These comics. Oh, there we go. See that? Is it in there? Todd McFarlane. And somebody else too. Who's the other guy? Oh, Ray Thomas. He's a writer, ain't he? Oh, Roy Thomas. Yeah, Roy Thomas. Maybe he did charge me $6. Seems unbelievable. After I saw this, I thought, one day when I sell my comics, I'll just sign them. I can sign Todd McFarlane's name. Who would know? Yeah, at the same convention. It's the first convention we went to. Me and my buddy. And he found the Todd McFarlane Hulk issues because he was collecting Hulk. So I wasn't looking to get those because my friend had them. I collected Spider-Man. And he got a bunch, and it was neat to see the progression of his art style. He got really good between a few issues. Okay, here we go. Next comic, Todd McFarlane. Oh, it's just the cover. But I seem to see that some people really dig this cover. I think this is a popular one. Yeah, I think this is maybe the first time Todd McFarlane drew Batman. There's the lady. It's all right. Where's his feet? People love Todd McFarlane capes. Yeah, that's who we're talking about, Todd McFarlane. But I don't know if he's underrated, but I really like myself a Ombre Foggle Batman cape. Alright, let's get that in there. Get in there, Batman! Yeah. Okay. Next we have... Oh, okay, so this is just like a thick... There's Batman Year 2. That cover is not by Todd McFarlane. Hey, is this a wraparound? Nice. People should do more wraparound covers. He didn't do the first issue, but he does do the next 2 issues, maybe? That's not him. He does the silhouettes, profiles. We have some cool cover. Men smoking cigarettes that look like the size of these. Anyway, this one's pretty good. This was the one I was actually flipping through, and I thought, this is pretty good. So there's Batman Year 2, which, was this a miniseries? I don't know. I got that later. After it was published, then republished. What do I got? I got one last. Just a pinup. This is from Sandman number 50. This was the first Sandman I bought. Probably because when it came out, I knew that Todd McFarlane had a pinup in the back. And look, this one's a wraparound as well, which is very nice. Look at that. Nice cover. You know what? To tell you the truth, maybe I had read Sandman, and I have the trade paperback from the original one. Sam Keith started. He did that. And I was, well, you know what? This is probably before I got that. So anyway, this was kind of cool. Art itself in this issue. The Sandman, yeah, would always change artists. Was critically acclaimed at the time. See, at the end of this one, they've got a bunch of pinups. This is where Todd McFarlane has a pinup. Not either of those. I would argue. Well, here, I'll show you some. Here's the Todd McFarlane Sandman pinup. Now, I don't know who does that one, but those first two pages, like comparing the other pinups, like I'd say these other ones are way better. Look at that one. This one. That one's really awesome. This one here, we've got very sculpted, shredded Sandman and sexy cat lady. And then on this side, is it the 90s? It's the 90s. 93. We got the main man, Lobo. I heard Lobo is coming back. I've seen something. Maybe he's going to be in like a Supergirl movie. I was into Lobo a bit. Yeah, he's kind of cool. So, there you have it. Those were my Todd McFarlane comics in my pockets. So, we should button those up. I'm gonna climb back down. Tree fort.